enough for that issue, and I will complete. What could be the etiology of low self-esteem? Why many of us have low self-esteem? As I said, because these basic facts of faith are not clear to us. A lady would call me. She have sent an email to my website when I was answering the emails, one day. She said, I am ugly. When I look to the mirror, I am assured that I am ugly. Someone came to marry me. I know he came to marry because I'm a pharmacist and I have an income. But I know that I'm still ugly. The word ugly came at least 3 or 4 times in her message. That poor lady, young lady, has no self-esteem because of something I will mention. But the main factor, and now I hope parents who are here will listen, and we will try to know the way we were parented. That's why we are here having whatever we are having now. One of the main reasons of low self-esteem is negative parenting style. Negative parenting style. And I will mention to you under that heading 10 negative parenting styles. Maybe I went through one of those. And this explains what I have inside me now. The first negative is the authoritarian kind of parenting. The very controlling, no communication, just orders, do it the way I like it, and you don't have any chance to say no. Authoritarian parenting. Number 2 of the negative kind of parenting is rejecting parents. You feel from the beginning you are not accepted by them or by one of them. You feel rejected. Maybe it was better for me not to be born. I came as a mistake to this family. They wish to have somebody from other gender, a boy or a girl. They always ascribe to me certain labels. I am feeling rejected because I am, say, the little dirty brat. Whatever I do, for them I'm dirty. I'm not clean. Rejecting parents. Perfectionist parents, number 3. Whatever I do is not enough. Whatever I do to them is not enough. They always criticize me. They always show that they are not happy with whatever I'm getting them from achievement. Perfectionist parents. Number 4, over-permissive parents, no rules. Whatever I want to do, they will say yes. Even there's no need to take their permission. And no rules set for my life. Because rules are very important if it's discussed in the family It causes the skeleton of my behavior, of my morality. So over-permissive parents, and you understand or you remember, I can do whatever and they don't care. The majority of Egyptian parents are not like that. The majority. They are the opposite. Many of them are authoritarian, and many are perfectionists. Then there are the overgiver parents. Overgiver. Whatever I want, they give it to me. Maybe they felt when they were young that they were not that lucky. Now, in England, they have a lot. Why not to give their children? But giving and giving and giving all the time is unwise. Could it cause low self-esteem? Yes, because there's no competition. I feel the world's under my feet, and this is not the reality. Authoritarian, rejecting, perfectionist, over-permissive, over-giver, overprotective. Overprotective parents, they want to do everything for me. They decide for me. Why? They love me and they want to protect me from making a wrong decision, but they not teach me any problem solving or how to make a decision. Then harsh parents, abusive harsh parents, inconsistent parents. One day they are with certain rules, another day with different rules. One day they are moody, one day they have good mood, one day inconsistent in the way they parent me. Then you have the double bind parenting. Double bind means I will do it in a certain way. You go right, you are wrong. You go left, you are wrong. Whatever you do, you are wrong. Why? To have authority over you. And then the last one, number 10, is the absent parent. Absent. He's psycho-emotionally absent. Maybe he's present physically, but he is emotionally not available, psychologically available. He's not there. Absent parent, whether because of study, whether because a lot of work outside, but during the critical time of childhood, if one of the parents is always absent, it affects the normally growing young child, will lead to low self-esteem. Because he needs to see the two fathers. The two parents. Parents are showing the children the love of Jesus Christ. They are the mirror through which I see Jesus Christ. They reflect to me the love of Jesus Christ. If for any reason I am unable to reflect that, now going to the second reason for low self-esteem other than negative parenting. Negative experiences in childhood and adolescence. This is one of the most important phases in our life. Childhood and adolescence. Negative experiences in the family, whatever I'm seeing in the family, in the school, abuse, harsh treatment, whatever happened between mom and dad, fighting, whatever. So my negative experiences in my childhood, and especially negative experiences during adolescence, which is the time, actually also the late childhood and adolescence. This is the time of development of all the inferiority complexes. Because there has to be someone who's prettier than me, richer than me, stronger than me, mentally in academics better than me, his memory is better than me, a deacon better than me. There has to be. Or within the same siblings, we prefer someone more than other. All this is happening during childhood and adolescence, and it keeps bad memories inside us, which you have to deal with it. Number 3, if the parents are always commending and complimenting the outer look, especially girls, all their praise is for the outer look. You are so pretty, you are so nice, your mouth, your cheeks, your hands, your feet, your hair, whatever. And no mention of the inner qualities. If the focus is only on the outer look, it leads to inferiority complexes and so much difficulty in future life. Number 4, negative modeling. Mom and dad, one of them, have low self-esteem. And all the behaviors are showing that they have low self-esteem. And it's really infectious, because acquired character. So if one of them have low self-esteem, and he is portraying that in his behavior, going to the mall, buying, selling, talking, communicating, I see in them the passivity, feeling of that they are unable to do something. They have no courage. They can't compete away from the challenge. There's so many signs as well, but you know. But they are negative models in front of me. Number 5 of the reasons. If someone is born with some physical infirmity, or the physical look slow maturers, I mean boys who will be the shortest in the class because everybody already grown up and he is not. Girls in a class, all the girls already matured and they have secondary character showing that they are girls now, not children, and one of them is not. It causes low self-esteem for some time. Unless we deal with that, we help them. Someone who has something crooked, someone who's born, there with no bones in his legs at all, going from surgery to surgery to surgery. Somebody is born with any kind of disability or infirmity. It causes low self-esteem unless we deal with that and help them. Negative way of thinking. It's number 6. Negative way of thinking. I always think that I'm a failure. I'm stupid. I have to please everybody. in order to be accepted. I have to do exactly as He wants from me, without any understanding, or else I will be rejected. I think of myself negatively away from God. So I always talk about me negative self-talk. If I think I am all negatives. Why? Because if anything happened to me in childhood, adolescence, parents, whatever, this is negative thinking. What's more serious is negative misunderstanding of theology. Humility means humiliation and self-degradation and weakness. Humility. God wants me to be humble. But He wants me to always inferior to everybody. He doesn't want me to have any significance. I mean, all these are misunderstanding. To me, self-esteem means pride and arrogance. So better not to have this so-called good self-esteem. Not self-esteem, healthy self-esteem means Christ and I equal infinite power. No. Or I can do all things through Christ. So, misunderstanding of the theology, misunderstanding of the Bible, certain verses in the Bible. Let me accuse God by things which are not right. God is looking to me as a unique person. His own temple. His own dwelling in me. I am the source of showing His light to others. He's using me as an ambassador for Him in life. God is relying on my presence. God loves my presence. He said in John 17, don't take them from the world. I want them to be in the world, but protect them from the evil one. When He was praying for God the Father. So, if I misunderstand why God created me in such a family, why He took my mom, why He took my dad, why He gave me that kind of body image, my body image, why, and then get angry at God and say He wants me to be always inferior. No, God doesn't want you to be inferior. And humility doesn't mean that inferiority complex. Humility is power. Humility to feel that, as I mentioned before, God and I have entered power. God gave me certain skills. I thank Him for that. And He's supporting these skills in me. And to use me with these skills for His own glory. Number 8, if I am always comparing myself to others, this is extremely wrong. During adolescence and after that, even if adult life, if I compare myself to others always, I will have inferiority. I feel inferior. That person is better than me, stronger than me. That person is more popular than me. That person is more intelligent. That person has a better position. His house is better, his car is better. The clothes is better. All these I am comparing. And as I told you, the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. And my eyes are only looking for what's good, what do they have and what I don't have. Not to thank God for what I have, no, to envy them and compare. This is a great source of inferiorities, inferiority complexes. Dysfunctional families. Dysfunctional families. Family always with fights, or with separation, or divorce. Kids lose their trust in God and in themselves. Death of one of the parents when we were young, or disability of one of the parents, or alcoholic parents, leads also to a reason for loss of confidence in ourselves. And finally, some learning disabilities, like attention deficit disorder or other learning disabilities, which will make you feel that I'm less than others. Everyone is passing the test and I'm not passing the test. Then I'm stupid. Although ADD, all of them are very intelligent and very smart, but they cannot use their smartness except with some help, such as medication. So a different other kind of learning disabilities. In the beginning, when I'm a child, it might precipitate some feeling of inferiority or some feeling of low self-esteem. I have finished. Any questions? So what's the self-esteem? And you have a long list now of reasons. Do I have any reasons from this? Did they went through any of these reasons? As parents, am I fitting in one of those 10 categories I have mentioned of negative parenting? And if I am, what to do? Yes, there's something to be done. There's something to be done. You will hear it. End of this day and tomorrow.